So I did this over 2 weekends. I only had a couple days to do it. Tractor is about the max I can put on my trailer and haul by myself. The compactor, that was pushing it. Saved me about $500 to transport it myself. The first weekend I got everything through United Rentals. I love United Rentals. They always hook me up.
Well, I guess the e-brake doesn't work that great on my truck. This is what the house pad looked like after we backfilled the retention wall. The corner of the house pad closest to the corner of the retention wall still had a couple feet of dirt that needed to be pulled forward. Most of that corner of the house pad was hard pan. It took a little bit of extra work, but we were able to get through it down to where we needed to be.
A lot of the dirt we were getting was kind of dry. You know, we were putting it in really thin lifts and adding water to it and kind of mixing it up, trying to get the moisture content just right. If there's too much water, it'd just be mud. If there's not enough, then it's just powder. It doesn't compress together and doesn't compact either. Plans call for a 90% compaction. Had to have a soils engineer company come out and take a bunch of compaction tests. Again, I laid out the house, threw some stakes in the ground, gave me my elevations of the top of my stem walls. I marked them out with blue ribbons so I could see how high the house was going to sit in relation to the house pad. The top of the stem wall is based off of the elevation of the retention wall. I have to have 6 inches of fall from the house to the retention wall. The highest part of the retention wall is 6 feet. Drops down 6 feet. From there, there's another 2 feet that goes into the ground. So the top of my stem wall needed to be a minimum of 8 inches above that 5% slope. So from the retention wall, goes up towards the house 5%, and then it needs to be 8 inches above that. So I needed to be a little over a foot higher than that 2 foot mark on the wall. That's what that orange dot was on the wall.
I didn't like how close the house was going to be to the edge of the pad.
The second weekend, they didn't have the compactor I needed. I couldn't find one. Last minute, I found one. Central Valley Rentals. Bigger than I could haul myself, so I had to bite the bullet and pay the cost for the transportation. It was a better compactor. I didn't have a tractor, then I had to go with Sunbelt. Sunbelt or Sun State? I think it was Sunbelt. The green one. Wasn't happy with it. Same exact tractor. It was $100 more for the day. They charged me an insurance thing. The tractor ended up being almost $200 more just for the rental. Same tractor for the same usage, basically. It ended up being twice as much. It is what it is. Sunbelt will be my last resort.
There's that Cadillac Sunbelt's so proud of.
We laid out where the house was, set stakes in all the corners, in the rooms, and the front porch, and the garage corner. Wasn't real happy with where the house pad was in relation to the corner of the garage. Felt like it was too low, and I wanted to overbuild it. House would have been too close to the edge of the slope, so I didn't want it that close. So we decided to key into the dirt, which basically means just cut into the dirt horizontally. So we're not just filling on the side of a hill, we're actually cutting into the hill and bringing it up that way. A lot of the dirt we used to build in that corner of the wall, we took from the site where my septic system's gonna go. This part of California, like, you go west, no rattlesnakes. You go east, lots of rattlesnakes. Like right on the edge of where those rattlesnakes start popping up. I've had this property for about 10 months now. I come out right next to the well where we were working all day long. There's a little baby rattlesnake. We weren't running the tractor where I found it dead, and I didn't kill it. I'm thinking maybe a dog got it. They like to hang out underneath piles of firewood and brush. Once we got the house pad cut, had some time on the equipment. Well, I still had the equipment for some time. I'd already gone over on my hours, but I still had the equipment for the rest of the day. I focused on cleaning up the 2 driveways. When I bought this place in the wintertime, as soon as the rain hits, it just turns to slime. Tried to hit it real good with the compactor and the tractor and give it something solid. So when I get some rock delivered before the rain comes back, it's solid. Terracon came out and did my compaction test. I gave him a call, I think on a Monday. I wanted to start digging my footings on Friday. They had my results to me on Wednesday. Super fast. Like I was super happy with them. That's the second time I've used them. They were great then, they were great now.
Hey, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up.